Alright, man, chat, if you guys are new here and you weren't here last night, we got to this new spot 23 hours in, not too bad. But yeah, we got to the new spot and we got to the final boss. The final boss has 2 lives. We can beat through his first life, which, you know, it's annoying but not crazy. But we haven't been able to do any damage on him in his second one, so that is where we're at. I honestly think my character is underpowered. I feel like I should spend a good chunk of my time just going back and like upgrading my character. So I feel like that's where I'm dropping the ball in this game. All right, ripped off the. Oh, he did some damage to this guy. If I beat him at this juncture, that'd be wild too. He almost killed me. For real. Close the wall. Nope. I knew I was gonna die anyways. I had no business still being alive at that point. I wonder if I can leave the... No, I can't leave the map. It locks the doors. After I beat this guy, I'm just gonna go back and just like... Because there's no way my strength should be this big, I think, at this point. I even want to reconsider my talisman use, but getting past him in the first thing isn't too bad. I'm gonna do it without using a single arrow. I still keep laughing at myself for thinking this was gonna be an easy game. If anything, I can give myself more health. Definitely could use more help. Almost got me. Y'all ever watch those like really good Elder Scrolls players who like beat the game blindfolded and like could challenge themselves to do it on like find new controls and stuff to do the game on? Like there's that one girl who kept playing Elder Scroll on a friggin' dance pad. I feel like those guys are the type of people who would love this game because they'd just be cruising through this game. They're like beating the game with any things. I like keeping Discord open for, oh, what's up, Rohan? Long time no see. Rohan's definitely here because he's excited about Warzone. Warzone's back on Twitch. If Rohan's back on Twitch, that means only one thing. He's like, yo, I'm getting ready. Yeah, let's go. I was talking to Gobi yesterday. He seemed really excited about it too. And then I was telling him like, yo, remember when we played in that custom and I kept dropping on you and Rohan? forget where we were, but I think we dropped in Superstore one time, and one time it was like this random shack. I play ranked though a lot these days. I haven't touched Warzone in ages. I haven't played Warzone in maybe 2 seasons. 2 maps games, I mean. I played a lot of Apex, played a bunch of Rivals. And now lately we've been trying to beat this game, which is wild. I don't think I'm well equipped for an FPS shooter right now. Any manner right now. But how's life been, man? What are you up to? Done school? Remember when you last were active, you were in the heart of school? You gotta give me you gotta forgive me. I catch up now when I die. Right now I'm just trying not to die. Sky Rending Claw is like my soul. Thanks, guys. Very pretty good actually, low-key. Ooh, lasers. Lasers! Close the wall. No. And when this guy goes off script and doesn't do the lasers or the bullets are like when I get a chance to breathe. Alright, we're gonna get through the first phase pretty much untouched, which is a new record for us. So what rank are you in Warzone right now? Oh damn, I'm gonna get murked here. No! Buddy, I was literally beating this guy perfect. Up until the last 2 hits, and then this guy ripped me. Man, that was wild. Now I work my ass off. What field you in now? I haven't played Warzone since Modern Warfare 2019. When it came out, that was the best. Then they ruined. Well, they're bringing that back. Soldier Harmon. I don't know if you know that. They're bringing back thing. They ruined it after Caldera. I never really got into Caldera either, just because of Observatory. That was Caldera, right? The one with Observatory. That was the last one I kind of played. Was Observatory one. I want to reach trim and quit. I'd be happy if I got to Diamond. I'd be happy if I got to Platinum. I work at a natural gas company as tech support. Nice. Natural gas company. I'm trying to think. Bridge is the one I use. But how's the PR stuff going? Work in progress still? Remember last time we talked, it was like you guys were getting really close to getting that going. Oh no, brother, you're not gonna kill me. Don't kill me. I got my health back. Ah! I remember we used to play a lot of FIFA. FIFA, man. Yo, whole party back on Warzone. Hey, that's crazy. No. I gotta heal. I gotta heal. I'm about to die. No! That laser's gonna murk me. That laser's gonna murk me. Nice. Didn't die. Alright, we're playing horrible. We might not make it. This one might be chalk. He was like, I never really got it. Oh, I got my PR 2 years ago. Yo, congrats, man. That's sick. Congrats. Once you get your PR, then it's just like, one stress gone, now the next stress. And then obviously the next stress is, yo, get married. Family probably on your case, like, like that's the general. able to get in the second round this time. I'm saving all my arrows for the second round. We wasted my friggin'. Alright. I'm gonna get him here. Ooh, double hit. Alright, we're gonna break him here. Second round, let's go. I have no idea how to beat him here though. This is like double scotch. I don't know if you guys know skipping. Double Dutch skipping. Introduce yourself. I don't know when oh, that's what he's gonna get me. I have no health now. Fuck, I'm done. I'm only 21. My mom be like sometimes goody la blah and say I'm not getting married. That's got it. My cousin here is on his 2-year stay from India. My mom like set him up with one of your friends. I'm like, girl who's not one of my age is fighting to get married right now. Yeah, but I know, right? But I'm not there yet, bro. Everyone says they're not there, and then when you get married, like, oh, why wasn't I here? I always tell people though. I honestly tell people, I'm like, listen, get married young. It's better than getting married old. That was the one kind of thing in hindsight. I'm like, maybe I would do again because nothing totally changes after marriage. After kids, it changes. But before kids, it's just chill. You're just getting to know each other for a year. Be single as long as you can. I got married at 30, so I always feel like I got married old. And all my friends, a bunch of them got married at like between 22 and 25. And I feel like you just get more age. $30 a good age? If I could do it, I don't know, 25 would. I mean, a lot depends on like finding a person, obviously. And I know this one guy got married at 19, and this guy's kids are all like middle school now, and he's like chilling. No, that laser. But yeah, I see this guy. He's my age, and his kids are in high school. I'm like, damn. I shouldn't have used that. This game, the graphics actually look like they're hand drawn. Like some of the animations. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but there's moments where I'm like, yo, that looks like a hand drawn glitch. Considering how much stuff they put into the music, I'm wouldn't be surprised if that kind of thought it's the art. Phase 1 complete. Now they're gonna go double Dutch on me. Oh, he got me. This new double Dutch one is probably the hardest because now that I have hope in my head that I can beat him, I think it's gonna happen. Oh, I pressed start accidentally. Finger slip, fat fingers. Oh, they made these a little bit more narrow. Andy had a good perspective on marriage there. It's pretty sweet being married, to be honest. You just live your life, except now you got a companion. You get a you get a roommate, really. Yeah, I'm 27 now. I feel like I should now, but it's odd to even think about it. Nah, man. Think about it. Think about it. It takes about 2 years from the time you start thinking about it to the time you start talking to someone to the time it comes to like the wedding date. Sometimes. I mean, obviously you could like speed run and be like, "Yo, we met, talked. Let's get married next week." Which I do know someone who did that. They met, talked to someone, and then a weekend later they're like, "Yeah, it's my wedding." I was like, "What?" Okay. But I was like, I don't know if it's gotta be that fast. I also know a few people who are just like sight unseen, like, "Yo, I'm just down to get married." Screw it. Obviously, I was more of a I need to talk to a person for a little while. I was pretty nervous. Like, look, man, we gotta. I think we talked for like several months before. Actually, that's not true. I'm like, "Yo, this works. I know your family pretty well. I can't imagine that this wouldn't." Oh, damn, I got married. But my motto is marry someone you like, and it's because they should be your best friend. I'm gonna go on. I don't know what that But I think with we're in right place, everything. I'm just tell my mama I'm okay. Go find me a girl because I'm pretty much useless. Yo, man, people need to appreciate the Rista game. If you have a good like Vichola, they'll get it done for you. I got 2 marriages under my belt as a Vichola still. And everyone was like, "Yo, you do another one." I'm like, "Nah, man. I'm banned 2 for 2 right now. I ain't trying to ruin my KD rate this stuff." I'm 2 for 2. I ain't trying to ruin both families are happy with each other. Families love them. I ain't trying to get that. I ain't trying to mess that KD up, you know what I mean? 2.0 KD is better than my COD. I was with my girl for 6 years before we got married. Damn, 6 years. I know guys who were... That's like straight high school to uni to... Alright, we're both done uni. Am I right or wrong about that? You know what the best is when everybody's like, "Yo, my parents won't let me date." So they spend all university not dating. And post-university, the day they finish, is like, like, "Yo, you just told me not to talk to anybody during university. And now you're all of a sudden, you're just like, what?" I think university is the best time, to be honest. If you're in university, make the most of it. Get to know people seriously, not just like mess around. Because you have so much... I don't think you get that kind of socialization after marriage, because once you start working, man, firta kam khatam. University is like the best place to find people. No lies. It looked mad dangerous, but I bet on stretch was fire. I saw a video of Mike Tyson taking a huge play and using his neck text. And I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna wait till 28, 29, then I'm gonna call Seema. Y'all remember that show? Indian matchmaker, Seema and Pete? Her she charges 50 grand. And she blames the people when they don't work out. She's like, he's scared. I won't lie, I'm gonna sound like kind of a doofus, but I love hearing people's bad date stories. There's nothing I find more entertaining than like a bad date story. If I could, I should start like a channel. Send in your bad dating stories. We'll just talk about them on screen. Honestly, yo, Devious, remember Harmon the hater? He ran like a relationship block. I thought his advice was pretty jokes. Especially considering he at that time was like mad single. I could never commit to anybody. He was the one everyone is going to it for relationship advice. Yeah, I always loved hearing people like, went on a date, this is how it messed up. I always found that stuff highly entertaining. Whoa. streamer. Is the Death Rain show back? That show called Bollywood. They run a bridal lehenga shop. It was in my suggestions. How is that? I'll get myself straight before I go talk to Akudi. And you did it for free? Hold on, did I do something for free? I've lost track of that conversation. Sorry, Ruthless. We'll definitely play Warzone together. Yo, that'll be sick. I miss old times. I just hope you guys get your friggin' channel back. How long, Rohan, how long before the community diverges into calling everyone a cheater again, though? I don't know how long you guys have been around with the Twitch community. I'll be honest. Ruthless, this is some history for you. Do we go into it? Or should I leave it, Rohan? You want a community reset? Check this out. So Ruthless is a new streamer. He's been streaming for a month here. No, go for it. Back in the day, there were more Punjabi streamers than you would imagine. During Warzone days, there's a good, I'd say there's like 10, 15 more, 10 more than there are now. And then everyone started getting jealous of certain Warzone players because they were really skilled, really high caliber. All of a sudden, everyone just started accusing everyone of cheating. I was like, you know what the best was though? No one ever accused me of cheating. They're like, nah, this guy's too ass. I was always just like, yo, everyone else is getting accused of cheating but me. They're like, nah, hey, brother, we've seen you play. You suck. You're not even in the mix. It's like, yeah, everyone in this community is cheating except Shinawiji. Because he's just ass. Mind you, I won some pretty big tournaments. But I'm kind of curious, is this Warzone going to bring out that toxicity of like the Punjabi Twitch community again? Or has the community learned and moved on? Yeah, that's where there's so much infighting at that time. Was hilarious. But me being ass kept my ass out of all that. War COD, the most toxic game, bro. I don't care about others, but I'm good. Yeah. Hey man, I just remember I didn't laugh at it as always. I never take stuff too seriously. I still do find that whole situation hilarious, like that whole era. I'm looking forward to Warzone, no lie. Yeah, it's really, when it goes to show, and even everyone in hindsight is like, yo, it's just really one bad apple can poison the whole bunch, and everyone turning against each other. The rule you can learn from this is if you hear gossip, put your hand in your ears and be like, yo, I ain't down with this gossip right now. I is done. Avoid gossip and you'll avoid toxic people. Although I say that, and I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys, I love gossip too. This is me saying, yo, don't listen to gossip, while also saying that I love friggin' bad date stories. I'm a hypocrite. Always remember that too. No matter what I say, you guys can always go back to the fact that I'm a hypocrite. I don't like hard games, but all I do is play hard games. I preach not playing something if you don't find it fun. And all I do is play games that make me miserable. Oh, Jeff. Sometimes I just gotta remind myself that I'm a hypocrite. Just so my ego can't get ahead of myself. Call out your duality whenever you can. I'll keep you honest. Last thing you ever want to do is believe in your own sauce, man. Believe that you're a good person, not you should. People tell you you're nice, remind yourself all the time that you're not. And that way you'll avoid the duality of your ego that's constantly trying to tell you you're better than you are. By no means think your ass either. But it's confident. But you gotta stay honest with yourself. Because you can't be honest with yourself, who are you gonna be honest with? There we go. Andy, I saw your message. Give me a second. I'll catch up. Yo, I'm sweating. You ever watch those old samurai movies and the guy's like, huh, I now know your patterns. I feel like I'm this guy's pattern, getting them down more and more. I was gonna say, did the music just stop? I've been fighting this guy so long that they just quit the music. I think that's the hit. Alright, one more hit. Now I gotta heal! No! Why do I keep getting murked? I spoke too soon. Alright, round 2, guys. Let's see if we can beat it and be done with this. Oh no, I got murked right off the rip, you bastard! Alright, now I gotta fight a flawless fight from here on out. Here I go, saying I gotta fight a flawless fight, and all of a sudden I just get my... Brother, keep your mouth shut next time. Beat the guy, and then tell us what you're gonna do. Let's catch up. You did that confirm. I like gossiping, but about current events, I'll call my friend and be like, oh, did you see what's going on with Blake Lively? I don't even know who Blake Lively is. And Justin Baldoni. Who's Justin Baldoni? The second phrase is crazy. Sliced right. Yeah, he's just like, yo, you dickhead. He's like, what? You're gonna beat me? And murk me. Gossip? Even with your friend circles, man. I have a friend circles. Once the gossip turns against people, you know, what do they say? If they're gossiping to you about others, then they're gossiping to others about you. So avoid people who gossip, just want to gossip about, especially people you're close with. That was my first sign. As soon as I recognized that, I'm like, alright. Clearly this person is talking shit about me because all he does to me is talk shit about other people. No, it's going both ways. Oh, that was the first time I got shot. What's the diamond in the middle when you spawn into a fight? Hold on, let's look. But jumping on these do a bunch of gossip. Yeah, gossiping, I mean, look. I cannot understand this game you're playing. I don't understand it either, brother. You ever seen that game Broken Telephone? Like, I know of it, where you guys gotta tell each other and then see what the final thing comes out. Jumpy aunties do a bunch of gossip. Yeah, Nandhya Juggly are a cornerstone, brother. I'm not immune to it. Don't get me wrong. I love hearing gossip about other people, but I just recognize that, yo, that means whatever I'm saying is getting spread around too, so I keep my mouth shut. I'll be the listener sometimes, and then I'm like, you ain't getting nothing else out of me, brother. There are two actors beefing right now in court. Damn. Actually, Blake Lively, that's a girl, isn't it? That sounds like a girl. I think I know Blake Lively is. It's called, yeah. It's supposed to be just like a, how's it going with you these days? I saw a couple of golf. I love golfing, yeah. Hold on, you're talking about this thing right here? This is my past XP. So every time I respawn, I collect back my XP. Every time you die, you lose your XP and you gotta start fresh. But you can go recollect it. Yeah, I love golfing. That was my... I got into making like IRL vlogs and I do my daily stuff still, but... I find making TikToks out of like gaming chat so hard to do. So I actually gotta go find that thing in a whole 4-hour vlog is insane. So I decided it's easier for me to just recreate those conversations. I'm gonna get in the second phase. On the list. Wukong is on the list. That's not. Wukong is on the list. AC on. I don't know how, if you guys at this point, I had to put in an AC in my room, like a portable AC, because it gets so hot. Golf is fun. I love golf. Wukong, I definitely wanted to play Wukong, but yeah. I want to play Black Myth too, but that actually might be next instead of Elden Ring. People say it's very Elden Ringy. I say it so much, man. On sale, so I'm gonna grab it. I'm not even gonna buy Elden Ring. There's just so many games I gotta play. I want to play Assassin's Creed next. After I beat this game, I'm gonna play Warzone for a few weeks, and then I'm gonna switch to Assassin's Creed. Ruthless, you gonna go Black Myth? Yo, Black Myth's a long game. That's the thing you gotta keep out. But you usually get through long games, because you got through Red Dead. Red Dead was a long game too. Completed, holy smokes, twice? How long did it take each time? I just play main story iron, not per center. I heard Wukong like a similar to Elden Ring, but still very sick. Yeah, I'll do Wukong after not after Assassin's Creed, obviously. Right now, I just want to beat this game before Warzone 2 comes out, or Warzone comes back like next Saturday. So otherwise, I know I'm not gonna touch it for a minute. But that might be pushing it. Assassin's Creed is just a good game to run on stream because it gets so many views. There's always like those hypebeast games. Like games that if you play them at the right time, they'll capture like the right viewership. Assassin's Creed mixed reviews. The hate it's getting is stupid. Honestly, most of the hate that it gets right now, the only legitimate hate I've seen is that it's still very much like Assassin's Creed, the old Assassin's Creed. Yeah, this one's just like, this one's just people mad that they made a black samurai. I don't take people like that seriously. If you're mad that the person's black, what's wrong with you? The assassin I'm playing who can travel in time is black. Or yeah, that's not, Elon Musk's trying to get in on that hate friggin' rage. That's stuff you gotta just avoid. I'll take gameplay stuff seriously, but it seems like people are saying the gameplay is very Assassin's Creedy, which is a good thing. I'm dead. It's not even Japanese people hating it, it's more hated than the thing. I don't like the woke stuff, even if it's optional, but I'm probably gonna buy it when it gets on sale. I don't know what people mean by woke stuff though, right? They've been expanded the word woke to mean so much that it's like anytime you do anything, the boss is living rent free in your mind. Woke, like no one even knows what the definition of woke thing is anymore. Like DEI, you see how many white people want the return of DEI because they're like Kendrick's performance was all black. I think for so many people, they're just now becoming aware. See, that's not what it really means though. That's what the right has made woke mean. Woke used to be understanding how the system oppresses us. Being awake, and that's what is funny. Conservatives eventually recapture the word and they change it to awake. Awake to how the government mistreats people. Just gotta be careful. When white people start using black words, they translate them very differently. And I say white people in a non-derogatory sense. Power hit. I think a lot of people don't realize where woke came from and what it actually stands for, because then people are like, oh yeah, I agree with that stuff. All those people are being prosecuted, yeah, I disagree with that. But then when people started using it in attack ads, all of a sudden the word changed because you can weaponize it. And now you gotta come up with a whole new vocabulary list. People just gotta be aware of mass corruption and exploitation. Yeah. Now anything anyone doesn't like, yo, that's woke. I don't like that, that's woke. Oh, yo, they put a female character in this game? Oh, they must have done it for DEI reasons. Yeah, that's woke. Stuff like that. It became this catch-all for anything you don't like. If you don't like it, it's because it's... Oh shit, I'm about to die. Hey, yo, I haven't got him in the second round in a minute. Bill Burr has a crazy funny rant. He's like, white people didn't even know what woke was, but they wanted to act like they did, so they just started using it for anything as a catch-all. He's like, white people do it all the time. He's like, my people, these are my people. Yeah, I still think the funniest thing is when the right wanted to take the word back, they started calling it awake instead of woke. I'm like, what's the past tense of awoke? I am now awoke. One must become awake. Don't die. Looks like fast. This is the final boss. No, this isn't even the final boss. There's like, there have been more bosses after this. I'm only 33% done the game. This guy's an early boss. I just think my character is underpowered. Because for the first part of the game, I forgot how to upgrade my character. So like, my character... And I gotta go back to upgrade my character. It's not a very linear game. But it is a linear game. I just didn't know what I was doing for like the first 15 hours of the game. Also, I don't think this boss is hard. I'm having difficulty beating him. But I'm not feeling like, oh shit, I can't beat him. The parrying in this game is just kind of unforgiving. And I feel like if I were to upgrade my character, I get a little bit more forgiving in my parrying. Now I gotta watch out for the... This is where it gets hard. I haven't gotten past this yet. Oh, buddy got me? Yo, that laser kind of saved me, low-key. Yeah, the fact that I get ripped so quickly. Why'd I waste my thing? I can beat this guy. That's the thing. I don't want to beat him today. I'm 100% gonna beat this guy today. I still think this game so far has been easier than Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot had me really friggin' pissed off. Crash Bandicoot last level, that was by far the hardest thing I've done. That I did crashing, no joke. The last level, I just couldn't understand what I was doing wrong with the timing. And then as soon as I figured it out, they would change it. When my kid wants to buy a car, I'm gonna tell him he needs to beat that last level of Crash Bandicoot. The only problem is I have it on PC, so it's like it's an Xbox Game Pass that one. It doesn't even count in Xbox Game Pass. I still think the only people where it counts are the people who have like a PS1 Crash Bandicoot trophy. Unless it's on your PSN account, it's not the real one, you know what I mean? Like I got the knockoff trophy for it. I think I gotta go back and play it on PS1 to like earn it. Do they even have trophies on PS1? Alright. Half my health. Guys. Whoa. Yeah, I feel like I'm taking way too much damage. That's the one thing I gotta fix. Ah, they kill. Really good with his air parry, you know, like, I feel like I could probably get one more attack in there too. Whoa. This is where we beat him. I could just arrow him to death here, but I'm gonna save the arrows for the next round. Alright, now he's dead. Get my health back to full. Here we go, double Dutch. Whoa, I didn't lose any health there? That's crazy. I'm impressed by it. Not sure what else I can do in there. That arrow did no damage. Some damage. One of the things I'm missing out is I can make my arrow stronger. Just gotta be patient, sir. Patience is the key to life. That's what this game's teaching me. That's how impatient I am with some of these bosses. I might do it here. Having a good round. I told myself before, stop jinxing it, and here you are jinxing it. Just stay humble. Alright, second life. Up, down. Not bad. No! It's a double laser! Like, holy smokes, why is the double laser hitting me? He hit me once, then I got flung into the double laser. I had zero chance to recover. That's some practice in Podgy boat. Like, I had zero chance to recover from full health to zero in one move, man. You were locked in. I got him down the second one too, man. That's where this game... That was a second friggin' form! Ah. Alright, I know I'm gonna beat him though. That's all that counts. When you know you can do something, then it's just a matter of time before it's done. So that's where I'm locked in a little bit, but hey man. Have some fun in Warzone. I need to start getting my practice in. They're dropping with a kilo. Yo, what was your Warzone 1 gun? What was the best gun in Warzone 1? For me, it was the Drow, 100%. Drow was my favorite. Anyone who says that the DMR was their favorite gun in Warzone 1 needs to be removed from life. The DMR meta, you guys remember how bad that was? Yeah, Growl was, but I like the Emax, but the Growl was my favorite. I never really used a kilo, but they're launching with a kilo. They said the Growl's coming back, which I'm excited about. Growl was the first gun that Obsidian. That and the MP5. Everything is coming back to me, but let's see. I mean, I think it'll be good for a few weeks. That's what I'm like, yo, it should be good for at least 2 weeks. I know where you guys are dropping though. I remember, you guys had train station was your drop, right? Ours are these apartment buildings in the middle of nowhere. I thought, I'm like, yo, all the cool kids are dropping train station. I gotta go there. Always got murked right off the rip. I'm missing all my freaking talismans. Train station actually closed because it's season 1, so query. Oh damn, I forgot that train station. I honestly forgot that train station was closed. I always thought, maybe I just didn't drop there enough. Yeah. Like, I remember Stadium was closed at one point. I didn't remember the train station also was closed. They opened it season 2, I suppose. Yeah, I just always remember it open. I feel like we'll definitely run into each other when we're going. One is back. I have so many fond memories of that. I was going through VODs and clips I had from there. So many friggin' hilarious moments for Warzone 1. Hopefully this one brings back those highlights. Also, you got, yo, Rowan, before you leave, is Bubba really that good? Bubba comes by every now and then and tells me he's a god at Warzone now. Oh, dude, Bubba has improved a lot for real. I told Bubba he cheats because he told me his rank, and I'm like, nah, Bubba, you're a cheater. He had a worse. He's worse than me. He's like, nah, man, I really got better. I was like, damn. So I always tease him when he comes, like, yo, man, how's the hack? Tiny had a massive drop. Tiny started working out. His muscles getting away. His muscles are getting in the way of his reaction time. But yeah, man. Hopefully you guys are streaming again when you're back. I used to love watching you guys stream Warzone. Don't do it for the viewers, just do it for your own lulls. I feel like streaming, sometimes people start taking it too seriously. And they're like, yo. So hopefully you guys are back on it. At least you and Gobi. Hate these ones where I don't even get a chance to recover. Gobi streaming again. Yeah, it's not Gobi streaming again. I was like, yo, brother, I'm glad to see you back. But remember your phrase. There was this one time we played up against you. It was your 4th squad that we played up against. And I ended up picking up a contract. And one of you guys was like the contract. I think it was Denvir who was like the contract that I had. And then instead of me hunting you guys, I'm like, yo, we gotta run away from these guys. And then you guys came and hunted us. I'm like, fuck. This is horrible. All you guys in your freaking ghillie suits. Remember the black ghillie suit? I wonder if I could get multiple shots on it. That'd be crazy to stack. I get like 10 shots on it. Maybe you might see a miracle happen and me win this. I wouldn't hold my breath. Worst part about playing games like this is eventually you learn what you were doing wrong and how easy the fight should have been. That happened to me in Metal Gear Solid. It annoyed the hell out of me. It's like, yeah, you chose to make the fight harder than it needed to be. Here's the cheese. I should just cut down the VOD to the one moment that I actually beat him. I could be downstairs watching the studio right now, but instead I'm fucking this. Done. Life is getting rough. Nah, I probably need to take a shower after this. That's how bad this guy's rocking me. Yeah, that's not good. A shower before bed is always nice. Yeah. I might just have to since this boss. This guy is really wrecking me. I can lock him. I can beat this guy. I always say, knowing you can do something makes doing it easier, but it's still, you still gotta do the work. Just because you know you can do something doesn't negate the fact that you still gotta do it. So just because I know I can beat this guy doesn't mean. I almost want to do this kid with my eyes closed. But before we do that, let's beat him with our eyes open. Holy smokes, why am I at half health? He hit me once. Can't tell, is this more annoying or was the last boss more annoying when he was just the guy in the small room? I think the last boss was a little bit more annoying. At least here I have room to maneuver, even if I'm not maneuvering well. I still feel a little bit more in control of the situation than I did that one. go to. I hit him like 4 times in the air and 4 times on the ground. I think the efficiency of that attack is pretty high. Alright. Round 2. Double Dutch. Last heal I had. Alright, yo, remember you got 3 arrows here. May as well use them. No! As soon as I said I should use my arrows, I was like, what am I gonna do? Iron, you're enjoying the show. We're enjoying the show. Brother, I'm glad someone and me and Devious don't have to suffer through this. We're playing this game as you're playing. Dude, I could beat this too, man. I had 3 arrows. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna use 3 arrows. I'll take off a little bit and then bam, 1 hit. It's the fact that each one of his hits does so much damage. I almost gotta fight him perfectly. That's what annoys me. But so did Metal Gear Rex. Metal Gear Rex was pretty unforgiving and things like that. I remember, I think I had 2 lives or 2 hits I could take from him. Part of me just wants to play Metal Gear Solid again just to play Rex again. I feel like I could beat him. See if I can still beat him. Alright, I'm gonna make a Metal Gear Rex. I lie, I'm not affiliated. I can't add remotes. You can add it in the Discord, and then I think if you type it up, it'll come up in chat. I'm gonna make it so that when you type MGS Rex, there'll be Metal Gear Solid Rex. That one murdered. I'll add them MGS Rex. Honestly, I swear to God, if I popped 1 Adderall, I'd get through this. All this guy needs is 1 Adderall. I just gotta be locked in for like 30 minutes. You've never tried it? Nah. I can get it, I just never really used it. Or, it's not true, I could probably use it. I have 100% of ADHD. I think if I did it in university, it would have been different. At this point, I just feel like I'd be doing it too casually. I've never been a coach. I remember trying to... Everyone I know who's doing like med school or law school, they always had a bunch on them. And I was like, yeah, I guess I don't need it. I felt a little bit more accomplished because I was able to do it distracted. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, live a life without it, plus it kills your appetite. That would be great for me. You know how much weight I'd lose? Yeah, for me, it was always kind of like, I took pride in the fact that I needed to do it and was still pretty highly accomplished. And able to lock in still enough, you know what I mean? The old boss lost like 100 pounds. Holy smokes, how many do you think I'd lose with it? sounds better than Ozempic. Not gonna lie. When you end up getting through it, it's like watching the score-winning goal. Honestly, I just do it for the dopamine. The dopamine I get by beating these bosses that I struggle with. Oh, I already straight messed up. I'm not locked in on this one. I wasn't locked in. Apparently, they're trying to make Ozempic countering ingredients in food so that, because the whole thing Ozempic does is it just makes you not crave certain foods, or no, it breaks down certain things. So they're like, yo, if we make it anti, then you'll eat more food, because the last thing they want you to do is not eat food. This is good at all drugs are trash. And if you're a crackhead, then all drugs are found in the trash. Oh, what a use an arrow. Kinda. Is there a way that I can get out of that? That's a good anti-drug. Oh. What's for diabetes? Ozempic? Is it? I have no idea about its origins. I'm gonna go really quiet and just lock the hell in. I think that's what it's gonna take. I gotta rewatch VODs and see if I beat bosses more often when I'm quiet or when I'm talking. I might be a yapping. Like, 20 0 there. Messed up on some of those parries. I was doing like an NBA analysis. It's that one move that he does where he jumps over me that fakes me out. He has this pump fake one. Pump fake drill. That one. Like right there. That's the one that cost me most of my life. Gotta be mindful of that. Here we go. Oh hell, not bad. Gotta dodge one. There we go. Round 2. You just gotta focus here. Got 2 arrows. double dutch was messing up my flow. Double dutch, I was dodging when I should be friggin' thing. So I got that move, which is my block. And I got to dodge. So I got to dodge the laser, block the guy. Dodge the laser, block the guy. But I was blocking the laser, dodging the guy. That, like my fingers got mixed up. Fat fingers. legit thought that was the one, no lie. I thought the weight pace I had on the first round of him and the second round I would have taken him, but oh well. Back at it. Feel very much like Pinky the Brain. It's like, so what are we doing tomorrow, Pinky? Oh, what are we doing tomorrow, Brain? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Grind, take over the world. Yeah, I think the yapping is coming down now, but you live on Twitch? Yes, sir. Same name, Iron Bangles. One Bangles. Oh, God, I need more. Crazy that you never played Final Fantasy. You were the first to never played Final Fantasy. I don't know why. I think RPGs in general, man. Never really got into it. You remember Fable? Like I remember having Fable and how much Paul used to play Fable, and I just never got into Fable. RPGs in general, I just well, like it's like where you have to like, do you want to attack or do you want to talk? That turn-based style of it just kind of turned me off. Overhyped game. I never played it. I just don't remember everyone. I think Fable was one of the first games where you got to like all the decisions you made affected your outcome. There's another game on Dreamcast called Shenmue. I don't remember that one. But Shenmue was like the first game that did it, and then Fable was the first like mainstream game where every decision you made like changed your outcome. But then I think there were only like 4 or 5 outcomes at the end of the day. It wasn't even that crazy. I double dutch. The first game was morality system, and it didn't even change the outcome of anything. I thought you got 2 outcomes though, or were they so similar it didn't really matter? Part of me thinks I should just murk my 3 arrows to get to the second phase. It's not like I'm actually making a point of using my arrows in the second phase. I'm trying to use my charge attack a little bit more on him right now, and then that's really messing me up because that I kind of hold an extra button. But I feel like maybe that's what I gotta do to like speed up my. I don't know what I can't believe I'm getting stuck in those ones. Normally, I was never getting stuck in those ones until I started doing the charging attack. And it's because, like, my finger that I wonder if it'd be nice if I could just, like, have a macro that always holds charging. But macros are cheating, boys and girls. Are you talking about the controller with the buttons on the back? The big reason for those was because everyone started playing Claw for certain button like combos. And like first person shooters where you gotta like move and shoot and stuff at the same time. A lot of like high level players were playing Claw and that causes arthritis. And so to make the controller a little bit more user friendly, they added the back buttons. All the back buttons do is they map to usually a bumper. I'm not against macros, or not macros, the bumper buttons. The paddle. Because people on keyboard and mouse and stuff, they get way more buttons. They got like specialty mouses and stuff. There's all that stuff built in. I don't think they actually ever really gave anyone a super advantage. They just made it more comfortable than playing Claw. Where they would give you an advantage though, just to start mapping macros in those battles. Healing! I guess it's an equalizer. I think it's just because normally what would happen was players would have to play like this to get all the proper controls, and then they're like, "Yo, this is getting way too uncomfortable," and needing people to be disjointed to use like the controller in a way that was thing because it's like you got to hold two buttons around to do certain moves and not everyone, mind you, needs to do that. It's just. I tried learning Claw and I'm like, why would I learn something that's bad in my hand? I died in the air. I hung around too long and went for too many slices. Chat, are we chalked? I remember with Metal Gear Solid when we were playing Cyborg, I found fighting him at night was getting too stressful because my brain just wasn't clicking enough, so I had to play him at lunch. And it was at lunch that I learned his cheese. Cyborg was one of the more annoying guys to learn how to beat. Oh man, that first ninja fight, yeah. It's one of the more annoying ones. But then once you learn it, you're like, oh, that's it? Like, everyone has a cheese. Yo, what's up, Lord? I'm still here. I haven't gone anywhere. We've only gotten closer and then we still die. And now we're, like, going through the various phases of negotiation. Yeah, remember, you get close and then I started trying to find new strategies and those strategies didn't work, so They'll be putting up all these classic WrestleMania matches where on Netflix knows how to keep it still relevant. Something that keeps dying, they reinvent themselves more often than anything. I wonder if the UFC will ever do that. Everyone's going crazy that John Cena is a heel, right? I saw all those friggin' messages. They brought Rock back. I saw that. Is Rock helping it? I really want to get my kid into wrestling, but I feel like he's going to be prone to doing something today. Like that, do not try this at home is not going to apply to him. It's gotta be patient here. Boom! 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 There we go. 4 booms. We're gonna do this for the booms. There we go. Please don't be another transformation. What's going on? What? Yo, it's probably the greatest cutscene I've seen in this game so far. What just happened? Okay, get ready to read. Why, I don't want to die. Boom. Ooh, look at... Yo, that's a lot of friggin' points. Absorb your essence. Greater Tau fruit. When a Silurian dies after succumbing to Tau, their body will produce a gorgeous flower. It is unclear why this happens. During the process, experience of deceased life are converted into something like a fruit, filling it with the energy of life. It gives a large amount of skill points upon absorption. Slightly increases slash and tau. He's finally got friggin' a little bit more strength. Give me the loot. Well, he just died and was like, yo, I'm out. Peace. I was expecting a lot more, plug me in. You did it? Nice. Yeah, Candy, we just did it. Took a minute. Well worth it. Oh, I gotta walk through this one. Oh, this is his story. Oh yeah, when I kill people, I get to see their story. You fool, these are treasures our ancestors left for us. We mustn't lose a single scrap. Oh, he was cataloging it all. Poor guy. Been put to work. Why protect this junk if no one even cares about it anymore? Feel about it's like cleaning out your parents' basement. Yanalo, the knowledge you possess is a treasure to all Solarians. I knew these old things were worth a fortune. Oh, he became a friggin'. He started selling them on the black market. Ooh, that's a broken memory. Can we fix it? Everything has its purpose eventually. What is that? Give me your seal. Look at that jutsu. Absorb it. Let's hope I actually use... A soul seal is the greatest symbol of power in the council and the key to unlock the council code. It is a soul's proof of authority. In Nalo's soul seal containing the character Gia. Significance signifies legacy. Well, I'm all over the place. Incoming signal.
Hey.
Psst. Can you hear me, young Master Yi? Aw, damn it. New boss already challenging me. Why? Give me a minute to just appreciate what I did. How could I miss the outrageous spectacle you've been performing all over New Kunlun? Jiquan? Spare me the fake friendliness, you lunatic. Your whole playing the hero thing is getting kind of stale. I'm surprised at how much you've been struggling. Inalo already had one foot in the grave, and Gomang was just a farmer. To think I had such high hopes for you. You weren't like this before. It makes for quite the cause of concern. What do you want? I get it. You need to be stimulated. Centuries of peace have left you out of practice. Here's an idea. Why don't you drop by my place? Let's have an intimate duel. I prepared gifts for you, no matter the outcome. How can I be sure this isn't a trap? It is a trap, you dummy. I'll deactivate all the traps. Come alone. I'm not coming. I'm gonna go play around and upgrade some skills and stuff. I'm not gonna let anyone spoil this rare opportunity. What's more, this is your chance to finally kill me. You're not just gonna let that slip away, are you? I might. I've sent you my location, my dear hero. Please don't disappoint me. Hold on. The world map has been updated. Where's this dude? Ooh, he's not that far from here. Literally in the building next to. Grade your skills first. Crane. I feel like I'm walking towards him though. Oh shit. Don't just... All the TV screens are now disabled because I destroyed him. Nice. Hold on. There has to... There's a save point on the other side of this. It's almost like the machines have given up. Okay, let's not die here. Upgrade some skills. What skills do we want, boys and girls? Full control. They did not give up. Yeah, they're just like, whatever, we're still going. Hold down right button and control the length of a talisman key charge usage and explosion time. Talisman explosions convert all internal damage into damage. That seems useful. Incisive drain, gain 1 additional key charge after. Increased damage inflicted by bullet deflect. Anything for health or healing. So let's see. I think this one looks like healing. Gain some Azure Sand after picking up experience dropped after death. No. Increase maximum key charge capacity through advanced key training methods. I think I want to... Yeah, none of these are healing related. Increases... I think I did a bunch of the healing ones before. Alright. This one would have been great against that boss, not gonna lie. Hold down right bumper and release it to control the length of a talisman that... Convert all internal damage into... Oh! Yo, this would have been sick against him too. A lot of these would have made these bosses a lot more a lot easier to beat. Alright, increased explosions screen. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the pavilion. And I'm gonna get this guy to upgrade my shit before I do this 1v1 against this lion. Might have to save that for another one. Another one. Oh, why is this guy standing up? Isn't your tree growing a little too quickly? Isn't it great? It's coming along really nicely. Holy smoke, we're gonna get a Jack in the Beanstalk. Oh, I could probably use this tree to get up there. I have a bad feeling about this. Let's chop some of it down to use as firewood. I agree. Oh, you're back. I mean, who do you think was having this conversation? We don't know how this genetically modified plant came to be. We should dispose of it as soon as it's possible. No! I worked so hard to get it to this size. All you did was water it a couple of times. Do you think this can grow all the way to the Heavenly Palace, Yi? They say that those living in the Heavenly Palace eat magic peaches that let you live forever. Who says this shit? Don't believe those baseless fairy tales. This kid's literally sitting here by himself. Who's telling you this? And everyone thought I was nuts when I told them the real world lay outside the village. Don't worry, Schwasan. When I find the magic peaches, I'll be sure to pick some for you to... Just don't cause any trouble. Sounds good as fuck. A magic peach, yeah. I actually like peaches, not gonna lie. Alright. Let's see if I have anything I can give this guy. Molted Tianama hide. Well, that's only one. You actually managed to eat it? Munch, munch, munch. It is pretty good. The juices make my mouth feel tingly, but it's very flavorful. Why wouldn't you eat it? Because we use the rare skin to make leather goods. We wouldn't waste it by eating it. Ooh, by not eating it, you're just wasting good food. This guy eats everything. Yo, plums are dope too. Plums in season? Can't go wrong. There isn't anything that can be chewed on, just people with weak jaw. You know your vault thing, the place where a bunch of boxes fly around? I pried a few open to take a peek, only to find some hard stones and useless metal blocks. Those were rare resources we brought over from Bangalai. Though I do agree that the repository houses a lot of worthless junk, like these clothes for nobles.
On you.
What's wrong with clothes? At least they keep you warm, says the guy not wearing any. If you had said so earlier, I would have opened up a few more boxes. Alright, I learned nothing there. The chubby guy looks like he has two plums in his head. He's had quite the character arc. Hope I can get enough money. Man, I lost... remember the last boss I beat? The one that took me forever? I lost all the money I gained from him because I just wasn't careful. Create. Pipe valve increases the number of times the pipe can be used. A vial store medicine in your pipe. Due to health risk related to medicinal... I could do a pipe valve, which will give me a few more energy puff. What do you have there? Let me see. A Thunderburst Bomb. This banned feng shui weapon hasn't been seen since the end of the war. If I reduce its size and adjust the explosion radius, it just might work. Yo, you notice this guy just has a friggin' thing? What are you mumbling to yourself about? Yeah, that chubby guy with the leaf necklace. This guy had quite the story arc. What are you mumbling to yourself about? Give me a moment. You'll understand soon.
Oh,
he has an egg strapped to him. Yeah, he's like just drinking bubble tea. There, your new arrow, the Thunderburst arrow. And I now have a better arrow. Arrows that incorporate the power of Thunderburst bombs. Upon striking an enemy, these arrows generate a series of explosive bursts. Why am I probably really should have upgraded before fighting that guy, because all these things are things that would have made fighting all these guys that I just beat a lot easier. Expands the maximum number of shots available to the Azure bow. That would be clutch. Arrows proper to the Azure bow. This arrow penetrates through all targets in this key too. This guy's got a lot of... Gain additional Jin when killing enemies with talisman explosions. What do we want to do? Marginally enhance the healing effects of your medicine pipe. That's cool. Power of thunder. Upon striking an enemy, these arrows generate increased explode, put off, modify. Like, this would have made everything I just went through so much easier. Oh, I can do both. Expands the maximum number of shots. I was on pretty good terms with Yanalo, right? Yeah, you were more adept at pleasing the elderly than I was. Good. Since you won't be needing any of it, do you think I'll be able to pick up some of the stuff from the repository when all this blows over? Those antique machines look so lonely under those glass covers. I've always wanted to take them apart to study. I'm sure you're aware that Yanalo valued his collection more than his life. If angry, vengeful spirits don't bother you, be my guests. Oh, curses, don't say that. You know I hate ghosts. You think his ghost just like... Shanghai 9000 doesn't ask where you stole chips. Right, we're a comp... Oh, I should have probably given this guy those chips. By the way, have you ever watched Ghost Adventures on the TV show? No, I don't think I've seen that one. Which one's that? Is it a new one or old one? So that's what I do with these chips. I've been collecting these chips. I just didn't know what to do with them. Now I know you can come back and give it to this guy. Here, a new map data chip. Actually, if you need it, I could also ask... Map data revealed. Quick, take it. Alright. Damn it. How did I not know that that's what I was supposed to do with the maps? Live and learn. Look, all this unlocked. Main cast members, that's why I asked. Oh, you can tell me what happened. It won't be a spoiler to me.
Locate.
My lord, according to the data, the hexagram vault lies within Yanalo's jurisdiction. Several treasured antiques and valuables. However, the boundless repository can be more labyrinth than a real labyrinth. Please take care. I guess one of the guys, Aaron, his wife put a hit on him. Holy smokes. Imagine what you have to do to really make someone put a hit on you. I remember reading about this one person whose wife... I got 4 arrows. I'm going to do one side mission. You see where the hitman hired a hitman who hired a hitman? No, I never saw that. That's crazy. That's wild. Who needs enemies when you have spouses that want to kill you? Actually, that reminds me. Saying it out loud, I remember one of my boys' wives tried to get him killed. Oh, man. I don't know if I want to go that deep into that story. But basically, this guy's ex tried to off him. Literally, right? I've been watching their show since I was way younger. That's why it's kind of shook. I forgot this guy's story altogether. Basically, it was like after the birth of their second child, she had like some nervous breakdown. And he's convinced that her mom convinced her to try and off him for insurance money. Because apparently, her dad was killed in mysterious situations too. And then I was asking my buddy, I'm like, so, I don't even know how to approach that conversation when he was telling me the story. He's like, yeah. He ended up finding out about the hit because he had bugged the house because he was getting suspicious. And so then they were in court for a whole bunch of weird shit. It made made no sense to me. Like because he was paranoid about like something, he ended up bugging the house. How do people end up hating each other so bad? So they were still married at that time. They weren't even separated. He's just like, yo, after the birth of their second kid, he's like, something just like changing her. So he's kind of thinking, yo, it's some sort of PTSD, post-traumatic type thing. Oh wait, now I gotta go back there to get whatever loot. Yeah, he's cool. It's been like, I think it's been 10 to 12 years since that happened. Kids are all older now and... I just remember him sharing that story with me, like, brother, that is not normal. Now we don't have like the crazy. It's not like me and him talk all the time, so I don't know what is going on, but I keep tabs on him. But I remember him telling me this thing. I'm like, brother, what would make you like bug your house? Like, I don't know. I just had a feeling something wasn't right, so I decided like I should bug stuff. His feeling was correct, though. The eye intuition. Yeah, man. It's just one of those things you never think about, and then it's like I wouldn't even think of that. But then again, if I had to think about it, that kind of hints at a whole different problem, doesn't it? It's probably good that I don't have to think about that. I wonder if, like, I don't even know, like, what happened. I know they were in court for, like, the longest time dealing with this shit. You know how there's certain things you probably just don't want to talk about? So when you hear someone's in, like, a court custody battle and stuff, pretty sure you guys full. I need to kill him. How do you get trapped? He has my shit. He has all my freaking points. I need to come down. Dude, I can't believe I glitched this guy. Yeah, the worst was when I met one of our family friends after the longest time. I was like, hey, how's it going? How's marriage and all that? And she's like, you know, like, yeah, I'm divorced. I was like, oh shit. I find some of these guys more annoying than the actual bosses. Damn it, he's still not dead. This guy's doing too much. There we go. Finally got all my stuff back. That took a... Burnt it. Not bad. Bro, do you have a dog? You may have answered this one. No, I don't have a dog. I've kind of wanted a dog, but at the same time, I don't want to go through the whole separation with my dog. Like, you know, eventually you're going to outlive the dog. So that part scares me. And then dogs cost a lot if they get injured. And so I'm like, it's what, 10K, 20K? I love dogs, though. Don't get me wrong. I just had friends who had dogs go through all this stuff that I'm just kind of like, man. Love them for a 15, 20. 15, 20 seems a lot. Most people I know is like 10. Like my brother's dog, I think was... My brother's dog. I think my brother's dog was about 11 and my brother-in-law's dog is hitting 10 right now. And they're like, yeah, it's getting... a lot of joints and arthritis stuff that they've even had to, like, doctors have kind of warned them. Dogs at the end of the cycle. Certain breeds can vary. We have a mini schnauzer, so he's 15 years. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these are like Labradors, and I think my brother was husky. I remember when my brother's dog was on his like final day, how sad he was. I don't know if I can go through what you just went through. Do they just add normal enemies? What do you mean? In this game? No, I'm going backwards. I went back to a level that I already beat. Because a lot of times I forgot, when I was originally playing this thing, I wasn't really collecting stuff. I was just like beating them and trying to get through the levels as fast as I can. And then I learned later that I'm actually supposed to like be mindful. Alright, now I give myself a new skill set. Pipples and golden doodles are so popular among Supne. They banned pipples on the East Coast almost like 30 years ago. Not 30 years ago. Back in like late 90s. Which I guess 30 years ago now, 25 years ago. So a lot of this, he started getting mixed breed. Yeah, so with Souls games, apparently, the enemies all come back to life once you leave an area. So they're all back. Collect loot off them again. I don't think I ever properly cleared an area. I usually just like ran through the area. Look how strong I am now. Shit. There's so many in Surrey, so many. Yeah, there were so many dog attacks here, so they banned them. I think every brown guy feels tougher with a pit bull, because he's... Let's be real. Brown guys see their dogs as weapons, a lot of them. I remember when I was in high school, there were like a few guys with pit bulls. I think their pit bull eventually had to get put down because they were attacking too many people. I just remember everyone being scared of their pit bulls. Yeah, for garden, but like dogs can't be security 24/7. They end up getting aggressive because they don't know how else to act. Yeah, I remember, so like my TikToks, people started watching like a bunch of dog training videos just because, I don't know, that's what my feed wanted me to see. And I'm like learning all this cool shit about like dog training and how you can't just always be aggressive with them because then your dog's always gonna be aggressive. Oh shit. Yo, I'm getting so much loot. I could upgrade like crazy next time. And Pitbull outside in a doghouse and chaining it up. I mean, if I wanted to get a dog, I wanted a. I think there's Dobermans. I just always like the look of a kitty Doberman. Someone told me I should get a small dog. They're like, yo, small dogs are fun. If I was to get a small dog, it'd be like a. What is it, a British Bulldog? I just like the look of them. I don't know what, like American Bulldogs and British Bulldogs, they just like their chubbiness. Like the Georgetown logo dog. I just thought they look hilarious. Doberman Pinker are the small ones, I'm pretty sure. They were the skinny, tall ones. With like the ones a lot of people put their ears up, but I wasn't gonna do the ears thing. I don't know, I always thought it was like a Batman-y dog. Batman had a different dog, I forget what Batman's dog's name was. A bigger one. It was like a Great Mastiff or something. That was too big for me. One of my friends had a Doberman and I used to like playing with it. I'm like, yo. Isn't decreasing. Preserve my health or preserve my... The Weekend has 2 Dobermans or something and they're such nice dogs. That was such a arbitrary fact about someone. Knowing their pets. You're too deep into it. My friend's Doberman was funny because it was super nervous. Like he was afraid of people. That's right there. I saw them in a pig that I didn't memorize. That's crazy though. Yeah, Dobermans are cool. I think if I went to a small one, I probably want to go to Bulldog just because I think Bulldogs look cool. They don't even look cool. They just look dorky. So I don't know why I like that about a dog. Like, they look grumpy. I think I should go with a... I want a Punjabi Doberman. What's a Punjabi Doberman? Whoa. No, don't die, don't die. Alright, let's get out of here before we die. A Doberman that... Oh, a Doberman that understands Punjabi. I feel like any Doberman that you just teach it Punjabi will know Punjabi. Dogs can be bilingual, which is cool. Is your dog bilingual? I'd be like Aja would be my heel.
Hey, you.
Not doing anything. Shanghai 9000 just looking for something.
Huh?
Really? For what? You can tell me. I might have seen it around somewhere.
No.
Not important. Not Solarian's business.
Huh?
Really? Okay, just don't try anything funny. Behind my back, Abacus will immediately report you to me. Oh no, oh no, oh no. 99,000 won't cause trouble. That's kind of... I call him my put that he loves it, so yes, I want a pug. Pugs are cool. Pugs are just like mini bulldogs. They also look grumpy. I'm down with grumpy looking dogs. Yo, where's my boy gone? He used to be right here. I swear, he was right here. Where'd he go? I like them. They're kind of lazy and chill. I can see that. I have one skill point to use. I'm just gonna upgrade all my skills before I even go back into... Like, my current thing is to upgrade all of this stuff. I gotta, like, level everything up before I go fight that next guy. Grab a little bit more loot before we end it. Should we go and see what the last boss is about? Or do we just leave out for next time? Surprise ourselves. Might have to go with the surprise ourselves route. I think we gotta stick to what we want to do, which is just gain XP right now. Unlock this. Oh, I unlocked it. Ooh, treasure chest. I was excited. We're doing. No way. I gotta go back there to get my... That was kind of rough too. Alright, guess we're stuck here until we get back our... How do we get there? Why is everything trying to kill me? Alright, we're gonna recover our loot. I'm kind of... I forget which way I went to get that. Get there, the right. Right sounds familiar. Whoa. Good, look at that waiting for me right here. No way, I died again. Yeah, this is gonna take me a minute to get through again. I'm gonna collect mad loot trying to get there each time. It's worse than a boss fight. Let's try. We're gonna beat this and then we're calling it a night. We just gotta beat this one little area that I've somehow decided that I need to do. Ain't no rest for the wicked. See him doing that thing. Whoa, that almost killed me. Where the more you play, the better you get at it, because your character just becomes OP. Not that that's a bad thing, I guess. Sure, the opposite that would be more annoying. Let's make the most of this.
Dang it.
I didn't need to use an arrow on him. Nice. Chat W's in the chat. We did whatever that was. Breather J. Striking enemies with a slash attack will recover some internal damage back into health. Allows for some respite during battle. Word respite. Alright. I think we've done enough today, chat. I think we've gotten us a bit more coin. I think it's time to call it. Yeah, I got another skill point to buy. I'll buy the skill point before I lose it all. Alright, not bad, not bad. We're almost there. Yes, we made it! Alright, I can kind of upgrade my skills. What's next? Increases maximum key charge capacity through advanced key trading methods. Gains some Azure Sand after picking up experience. I don't know what Azure... Whatever. We're gonna get back here on another day. I don't know if tomorrow is the day. But I'm happy with what we accomplished. Wasn't all wasted. Anyways, man, thank you guys for hanging out. Holy smokes, Ruthless, aren't you tired? Brother, it's 1 a.m. I know I'm one to talk. I'm just saying, you were streaming and you're hanging out? That's friggin' nasty. But get that rest, man.